Hello, welcome. I bet you didn't expect to see me so soon because I posted pretty recently. I don't know what's going on with me, but I'm just like on a filming, editing kick right now. Great for me, but also like I feel like I don't have a moment's rest ever. Anyway, my name is Anna. Welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before. I mostly talk about perfume, but today I want to talk about some favorites that I've been using over the last month, which includes fragrance. So if you're a subscriber of mine that only cares about my opinions on perfumes, don't worry, I got you. And we're actually going to start with fragrance because that's what most of you are probably here for. It's okay. I'm gonna start off strong with something that I have mentioned in a recent video that you wouldn't expect me to talk about today, and that is Escapade Gourmande by Maison Mataha. I did recently say that it's not worth the money, and while I do stand by that, I can't stop using it, and you couldn't tell. It literally looks like I have not touched it, but I've been using the hell out of this. Granted, there are days that I'm wearing the same outfit 2 days in a row, and I had sprayed this on my clothes the first day, and I can still smell it the second day, so I don't need to spray it again. But oh my god, it's so good. It's so expensive. If you've never heard of this fragrance before, it is a super, super sweet vanilla, and it lasts days, okay? It's shocking, honestly. It has a top note of sugarcane, middle notes of vanilla and tonka bean, and base notes of benzoin and musk. Even though I still kind of stand by it not being worth the price, it does feel so luxurious. Even the cap is so heavy. It is really good. But also, like, don't waste your money. If you really want it, maybe hold out for a sale like I did, because I refused to pay full price for this. Next up is another one that I have mentioned on my channel many times, and I recently bought a full bottle, and that is Akro Bake. This is a delicious lemon cookie scent. You know, I might actually kind of want to spray it right now. Cool, thank you so much. I love it. It has top notes of lemon zest and rum, middle notes of whipped cream and praline, and base notes of bourbon, vanilla, brown sugar. I actually don't really get any rum, but vanilla, lemon, and brown sugar, 100%. I do have to say that the dry down is a little bit overly citrus for my taste, but it very, very quickly becomes more vanilla heavy. Oh my god, it's so good. Literally lemon cookie. This is my favorite lemon vanilla fragrance. For now, we'll see what happens in the future. Highly, highly recommend. You can get samples on Lucky Scent if you don't want to blind buy it. So good. Next up is actually a fragrance combo that I've been absolutely loving. Oh my god, sorry, some weirdo just messaged me. Next up is oh my fucking god, stop messaging me, bro. Anyway, next up is actually a fragrance combo that I've been absolutely loving this month, and that is Al Rehab's Choco Musk with Philosophy's Fresh Cream on top. It literally smells like a delicious ice cream. I find fresh cream pretty faint, even though I do love it, and Choco Musk really brings out this beautiful sweetness in it. So good. Fresh cream has notes of whipped cream, milk, powdery notes, sweet notes, and floral notes, and Choco Musk has notes of vanilla, milk chocolate, white musk, spicy notes, cinnamon, amber, sandalwood, myrrh, and rose. To be honest, in Choco Musk, I don't really get most of those notes. For me, it's mainly just vanilla with like a tiny hint of chocolate. I don't get anything spicy or any cinnamon or anything like that. Fresh cream kind of just smells like slightly sweetened milk, which I know for some people sounds disgusting, but it's so good. Taking a turn to something a little bit more fruity, I've been loving Violet Vibe by Anna Sui. This is exactly what I was hoping Burberry Her would be. Everyone told me, oh my god, Burberry Her is such a sweet and creamy strawberry scent. No, no, not even a little bit, actually. I only get florals in Burberry Her. Just florals. This, however, has very distinct fruity notes and whipped cream. Typically, I'm not a fan of florals really ever, but this does florals in such a nice, light way. It doesn't overpower the creaminess or the fruitiness. It just adds this tiny hint of softness and makes it a little bit less juvenile. It has top notes of whipped cream, strawberry, blackcurrant syrup, and lemon zest, middle notes of apple blossom, jasmine, and lotus, and base notes of marshmallow and musk. Whipped cream, marshmallow, blackcurrant, strawberry, 100%. In terms of florals, I would say the strongest is apple blossom. I don't really get any distinct jasmine, and I feel like I would notice it because I hate jasmine, but it is possible that there's some lotus in there and I just can't quite pinpoint it. So that's everything for the fragrance portion of this video. I have been using a lot of other fragrances as well, but I mentioned them in my January favorites, and to reduce redundancy, I just didn't feel like mentioning them here. But just quickly, I've still been loving Lattaf's Eclair, Fleur Vanilla Skin. Oh, and Chelsea Morning. Oh my god. Oh, I can't get enough of it, honestly. Did I say January favorites? In my January favorites? I meant November favorites. I don't know where my head is. Okay, let's move on to skincare now. I've been trying a lot of new products as usual, and I feel like I haven't found a ton of new favorites, but there are some that have definitely become staples in my routine. First, I want to go over some products from Neostrata, specifically their Restore line. I haven't tried the whole line. I've only tried 4 products, and I want to talk about 3 of them today that are incredible. First up is actually a cleanser, which is kind of shocking for me because I struggle to find cleansers. Most of the time, they're just too harsh and irritating on my skin, and I thought that would be the case with this one as well, but alas, it is incredible, and that is their PHA facial cleanser. This I literally don't even know what to say. I have tried so many products with AHAs, retinol, all kinds of other active ingredients, and they just do not work for my skin. They totally dry me out. PHAs, where have you been? This gives my skin such a nice light exfoliation without drying it out at all. And as I've been using it, I've noticed visible changes to the fine lines in my forehead and around my eyes. And I didn't even expect to notice that with this. It just makes my skin feel so soft and supple. I highly, highly recommend this and the whole line, honestly, if you have sensitive skin but want to get into anti-aging. Next product in the Restore line are the PHA renewal pads. I actually store this in the fridge for an added cooling effect, and I use one in the morning and at night after cleansing. And again, same with the cleanser, it just gives me such a nice light exfoliation. I know a lot of people aren't fans of toning / exfoliating pads because of all the waste, and I totally understand that, but these are just so good. It just makes my skin look so glowy, and then all the skincare and makeup that I put on top of it looks 10 times better. They're super saturated. I use it on my whole face, my neck, my décolletage, and on the back of my hands, and there's still more to spare. Again, if you have sensitive skin and want to get into anti-aging, highly recommend trying this. I've been gifting it to all of my friends. It's so good. And the last product in the line that I want to mention are their pure hyaluronic acid biocellulose masks. I love sheet masks, but honestly, I don't love using them. I feel like I'm constantly adjusting it because it's slipping off my face or going into my mouth, and it's really annoying. This has such an incredible jelly texture. It does not move. Once you put it on your skin, and it doesn't budge. Hello, as you can tell, it is nighttime. The lighting situation that we have going on is the best I can do right now. The shadows are crazy. I'm sorry. I wanted to do a little demo of Neostrata's mask, but I hate doing masks during the day, so you will have to settle for this horrible lighting. I had it sitting in the fridge today. I already cleansed and toned my face. This is my skin right now. So what you do, you open her up and you take one side of the mesh off. If I can freaking grab it. One side of the mesh is gone. The side where you took the mesh off, you put it on your face. I usually only place the bottom down fully, that way I can actually peel the outside off. Hello? This is my least favorite part of this mask, honestly, but it's just because I'm really clumsy. Okay, I got it. Okay, peel the second layer off, and then you just press down. Oh my god, it feels so nice. I have a really small face, and most masks are too big for me, so I do kind of have to finagle the edges so that it doesn't go into my hair. Do you hear that? That's what good. And you just set a timer for 10 to 15 minutes and you're good to go. So I will see you in 15 minutes. All right, it has been 15 minutes and it's time to take off the mask. Let's take it off, okay? Wow. I can't explain to you how nice this mask feels. I could touch it all day. Anyway, I'm gonna pat the residue into my skin. And now it's slime. Okay, now it's grossing me out. I don't like it anymore. Looks like a freaking condom. All right, my skin is dry. This is what it looks like. You probably can't tell much of a difference because the lighting is so horrible, but it feels really nice. Okay, back to the other Anna. I love putting it on and just like feeling it on my face. It's so soft and juicy and I love it so much. They are a little bit expensive, but this is honestly the most luxurious mask experience I've ever had. They do sometimes release a set of the masks that's a little bit cheaper over the holidays and such, so keep an eye out for that. So good. Another product that has become a staple in my routine is Beauty of Joseon's Glow Serum. Wow. Just wow. Just wow. Just wow. This has kind of like a thicker gel-like consistency, which I like. I like my serums and my moisturizers to be on the thicker side because I have really dry skin. This makes my skin look so glowy and dewy, and similar to the Neostrata cleanser, I can see a noticeable difference in the fine lines in my forehead and my eyes. It just feels so nice. I never feel like I'm gonna break out, and even though it's a thicker consistency, it absorbs into my skin super quickly and just, oh my god, it's so beautiful. I picked up this value pack from Costco and I'm gonna run through it so fast. I'm scared. I hope they don't sell out. Another K-beauty product that I've been loving is the Kahi Wrinkle Bounce Multi Balm. I use this right after I moisturize, but before I put on my sunscreen, and again, it just gives my skin this beautiful dewy finish. I do feel like this could be a miss for a lot of people because it does make my skin feel a little bit tacky, and I know some people hate that. I love it because I, again, have really dry skin and I need all the moisture I can get. I never have issues with makeup pilling on top of it. It's just such a nice dewy glow, and I can't stop using it. Every morning I have to use it if I'm putting on makeup. This next one has been a favorite of mine for many years, but I never actually owned a full size of it because it's very expensive. But during Black Friday, Tatcha was having a sale and I picked up the dewy skin cream. I love this so much. And I love that it has a little spatula you can use, and it just overall feels so luxurious. Is it extremely overpriced? Yes. Don't get it twisted, okay? If this was regular price, I never would have bought it, ever. This is like my most trusty moisturizer other than my Uriage one. If I'm ever having issues with my skin where I've tried a product and it's irritated me, this will always help. This is incredible, amazing, fantastic. Filming this segment was such a mess. First, I dropped the cap and I lost the spatula because it went flying into the recesses of my room, and then I dropped the safety cover onto my carpet and had to waste the ruined product on my legs. I did end up finding my spatula though. Now let's go over makeup. Honestly, there isn't much that I tried recently that I love, but one that I've been using for many months and I've been repurchasing it over and over and over again is the e.l.f. Hydra Grip Setting Spray. I'm gonna try to use what's left in here for like the try on portion of this video. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get anything out of here. If you want a dewy finish, buy this. The first bottle that I got was horrible quality. It leaked everywhere constantly, but I haven't had that issue with my newer bottles, so maybe it was just a dud. It just makes my skin look so fresh. Even if I have a more matte leaning foundation on, it just smooths out all those like dry portions on my cheeks that I have. I've tried so many other like dewy setting sprays that just don't feel the same. Nothing has beat this yet, but there are always new products coming out, so maybe something someday will, but so far, this is a fave. The next two sets of products are lip products, and first we have the rom&nd Juicy Lasting Tint. I only have 3 of them. I want all of them. They're so good. The 3 colors that I have are Peeling Angdu, Pink Pumpkin, and Deep Sangria. I am wearing Peeling Angdu right now, but I did put it on quite a while ago, so it doesn't look perfect. When I first received Pink Pumpkin in the mail, I was a little bit worried because I do not like very orange lip products. I just don't think they suit me. This looks very orange, right? Even when you first pull it out of the tube, it looks pretty coral. Maybe it's because it's not like fully pigmented. It just blends into my lips so beautifully and it doesn't look orange at all. It looks like this nice warm toned pink. This is such a nice glossy tint and it's not too sheer. I hate like a sheer product because then all of them look the same. Using this is so seamless. I feel like I never have any issues with it. I do have to say that the glossiness doesn't last that long, but honestly I don't really care that much about a glossy lip, so that's fine with me. If you want something that's gonna stay glossy all day, this is not gonna be for you. And actually, my favorite thing about these is how they wear through the day. They fade in such a beautiful, natural way, and I don't get like weird patchiness. So even when it's faded, I don't feel like I have to reapply because it still looks pretty put together. I wanted to show you how each color wears through the day. So here I'm applying Peeling Angdu around 10 a.m. This is what it ends up looking like. And here's what it looked like around 12:30 p.m. The color is a bit faded, but it still looks okay. And the gloss has definitely faded a lot. It is about 4:30 p.m. I have not reapplied the lip stain and you can kind of tell it started to fade on the inside of my lips like a couple of hours ago and I would have reapplied then, but I wanted to show you how it would look if I didn't. My lips have gotten a little bit dry over the day. It's also not glossy anymore, but it hasn't been glossy for many hours now. Overall, it doesn't look horrible, but I still would have reapplied. Now let's take a look at Pink Pumpkin. Once again, I applied it around 10 a.m. and this is what it looked like. And here's what it looked like around 12:30 p.m. So it's about 4:30 now. This is what Pink Pumpkin looks like. Still has decent color, but not really much gloss. My top lip is definitely more faded than my bottom lip, but since my top lip curls in, you can't really see it normally. Finally, let's go over Deep Sangria. For some reason, I didn't really talk about it when I was originally filming, but it's actually my favorite color of the 3. But then again, I always love a red kind of vampy look, so it's not a surprise that I love it. And of course, I had to do a little smudged lip look. So this is what it ended up looking like, and here's it in some better sunlight. I could not see anything. Here's what it looked like around 12:30. My lips were particularly dry this day, so it did stick to some little dry patches in the center of my lips, but honestly it wasn't really that noticeable. All right, it's about 4:30. This is how the lips are looking now. I do find that Deep Sangria has the strongest tint out of all 3 that I have. And finally, now it is almost 9 p.m. and this is what it looks like. My top lip has faded quite significantly, but overall it's not bad. I desperately need to buy more shades because I use these every day. They're so good. The final makeup-ish product that I have is the Laneige Glaze Craze Tinted Lip Balm in the shade Chocolate Frosting. To be completely honest, as an actual product, I don't love this. It fades super fast. It doesn't feel necessarily super hydrating. But the reason I bought this and the reason I love it is the smell. This literally smells like chocolate frosting. I can't remember if I've mentioned it in a video, but I'm pretty picky with my chocolate scents because I feel like a lot of them can come off really musty and just off-putting. Not here. When I first bought this, honestly, I was a little bit worried that it would be too brown for me and that I would look like I've just been eating chocolate cake and smearing it all over my lips. But something about this color, it has this nice warm tone. I feel like it blends so well into my natural lip color. In terms of the jelly applicator, it's fine. Honestly, I don't think it's much different than like a metal or plastic applicator. I think I actually do struggle a little bit more with the jelly applicator. All right, only 3 more products to go. I have shockingly beat the sunset. I'm very proud of myself. First up is a longtime favorite of mine that I recently got back into, and that is J.R. Watkins Lemon Cream Hand Cream. As you can tell with Akro Bake and Chelsea Morning, I love vanilla and vanilla. As you can tell by Akro Bake and Chelsea Morning, I love a citrus vanilla scent. This product and the body oil was actually my introduction to citrus and vanilla scents. Oh, it is so nice. Like Akro Bake, it smells like a lemon cookie. It also comes in a body lotion that I love layering under Akro Bake. It's pretty lightweight, and when you first start rubbing it in, it has almost like this watery texture. It just makes my hands feel so nice and smooth, and the best part is that it smells incredible. I will warn you if you want to look into this line, the body wash does not smell as good as the other products, but the hand cream, the body lotion, and the body oil, all delicious. Next up, I feel like is kind of random, but I've been using it a lot, and every time I use it, I just can't help but be like, oh my god, this is incredible. And that is the Skintimate Vanilla Sugar Moisturizing Shave Gel. I just bought this on a whim because I needed a new shave gel. It smells like ice cream. Okay, smelling it from here doesn't smell good, but once you're actually putting it on, literally ice cream. In terms of the actual product, it is kind of just like a standard shaving cream. It lathers really well, which is important to me. I hate a shaving cream that doesn't lather at all, because then I have to use more product. This, you just put a little bit in your hand and you can cover your whole leg. Was my camera crooked this whole time? I'm gonna scream. Last product. Okay, I feel kind of stupid putting this in my favorites because it actually is only a sample, but I will be buying a full bottle of this, and that is Nécessaire's The Body Lotion. I usually only buy body lotions that have fragrance to them, so this was never really on my radar, but I just got a little sample of it from Sephora, and oh my god, this is so nice. This feels so luxurious. It blends into your skin super easily. Sometimes after I shave, my legs can get really itchy, and this really helps to give my skin that needed hydration. I've been using this so sparingly because I just never want to get rid of it, but I will be buying a bottle of it. So that is everything. I am shocked that I managed to finish this before the sun sets. Good job me! As always, I would love to hear your thoughts on anything that I mentioned today, and if you ever have any recommendations, I would love to hear those as well. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be filming next, but I think I might get started finally on my Angel Share dupe video. There are still a couple dupes that I haven't been able to get my hands on, but I might just say fuck it and do it anyway. So keep an eye out for that, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!